Genesis chapter 34. We just finished all of this. Wow, fun stuff. Oh, great. We just finished, well, we're still in the Abraham line, but we started with Abraham and Sarah, who then went to Isaac, who married Rebekah, and one of their kids was Jacob, who married Leah and Rachel, who had 11 kids, one of which is Dinah. Dinah was Leah's daughter. So here we go. Chapter 34. Dinah defiled. Leah's daughter Dinah, whom Leah bore to Jacob, went out to see some of the young women of the area. When Shechem, son of Hamor, the Hivite, who was the region's chieftain, saw her, he took her and raped her. He became infatuated with Jacob's daughter Dinah. He loved the young girl and spoke tenderly to her. "Get me this girl as a wife," he told his father. Jacob heard that Shechem had defiled his daughter Dinah, but since his sons were with his livestock in the field, he remained silent until they returned. Meanwhile, Shechem's father Hamor came to speak with Jacob. Jacob's sons returned from the field when they heard about the incident and were deeply grieved and very angry, for Shechem had committed an outrage against Israel by raping Jacob's daughter, and such a thing should not be done. Hamor said to Jacob's sons, "My son Shechem has his heart set on your daughter. Please give her to him as a wife. Intermarry with us, give your daughters to us, and take our daughters for yourselves. Live with us. The land is before you. Settle here, move about, and acquire property in it." Then Shechem said to Dinah's father and brothers, "Grant me this favor, and I'll give you whatever you say. Demand of me a high compensation and gift. I'll give you whatever you ask me. Just give the girl to be my wife." But Jacob's sons answered Shechem and his father Hamor deceitfully, because he had defiled their sister Dinah. "We cannot do this thing," they said to him. "Giving our sisters to an uncircumcised man is a disgrace to us. We will agree with you only on this condition, if all your males are circumcised as we are. Then we will give you our daughters. Take your daughters for ourselves, live with you, and become one people. But if you do not listen to us and be circumcised, then we will take our daughters and go." Their words seemed good to Hamor and his son Shechem. The young man did not delay doing this, because he was delighted with Jacob's daughter. Now he was the most important of all his father's family. So Hamor and his son Shechem went to the gate of their city and spoke to the men of their city. "These men are peaceful towards us," they said. "Let them live in our land and move about in it, for indeed the region is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters as our wives and give our daughters to them. But the men will agree to live with us and be one people only on this one condition. If our men are circumcised as they are, won't their livestock, their possessions, and all their animals become ours? Only let us agree with them, and they will live with us." Alright, this part is a warning. It's pretty messed up. All the men who had come to the city gates listened to Hamor and his son Shechem, and all those men were circumcised. On the third day, when they were still in pain, two of Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, took their swords and went into the unsuspecting city, killed every male. They killed Hamor and his son Shechem with their swords, took Dinah from Shechem's house, and went away. Jacob's sons came to the slaughter and plundered the city because their sister had been defiled. They took their flocks, herds, donkeys, and whatever was in the city and in the field. They captured all of the possessions, dependents, and wives, and plundered everything in the houses. That's where it was. And the house. There we go. Then Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, "You have brought trouble on me, making me odious to the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites and the Perizzites. We are few in number. If they unite against me and attack me, I and my household will be destroyed." But they answered, "Should he treat our sister like a prostitute?" So Dinah got raped, and then to get revenge, Jacob's sons just completely destroyed the city. They killed all the men and they took everything in it. Return to Bethel. God said to Jacob, "Get up, go to Bethel and settle there. Build an altar there to the God who appeared to you when you fled from your brother Esau." So Jacob said to his family and all who were with him, "Get rid of the foreign gods that are among you. Purify yourselves and change your clothes. We must get up and go to Bethel. I'll build an altar there to the God who answered me in my day of distress. He has been with me everywhere I have gone." Then they gave Jacob all their foreign gods and their earnings, and Jacob hid them under an oak near Shechem. When they set out, a terror from God came over the cities around them, and they did not pursue Jacob's sons. So Jacob and all who were with him came to Luz, that is Bethel, in the land of Canaan. Jacob built an altar there and called the place El Bethel, which means God of Bethel, because it was there that God had revealed himself to him when he was fleeing from his brother. So they were wronged, and they did a wrong in return. But because God still loved him, he gave them an out, and they escaped. Deborah, the one who had nursed and raised Rebekah, died and was buried under the oak south of Bethel. So Jacob named it Allon Bat-Kuth, Oak of Weeping. God appeared to Jacob again after he returned from Paddan Aram, and he blessed him. God said to him, "Your name is Jacob. You will no longer be named Jacob, but your name will be Israel." So he named him Israel. God also said to him, "I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation indeed, an assembly of nations, will come from you, and kings will descend from you. I will give you the land that I give to Abraham and Isaac. I will give the land to your future descendants." Then God withdrew from him in the place where he had spoken to him. So this is God saying, for a fact, Jacob, you are the current star of the show. Your line will be the descendants that cover the earth. Jacob set up a marker at the place where he had spoken to him, a stone marker, and poured a drink offering on it, and anointed it with oil. Jacob named the place where God had spoken with him Bethel. Rachel's death. They set out from Bethel. When they were still some distance from Ephrath, Rachel began to give birth, and her labor was difficult. During her difficult labor, the midwife said to her, Don't be afraid, for you have another son." With her last breath, she was dying. She named him Ben-Oni, which means son of my sorrow. But his father called him Benjamin, son of the right hand. So Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath, that is Bethlehem. I think it means house of bread, right? No, it doesn't say. Jacob set up a marker on her grave. It is the marker at Rachel's grave still today. So Jacob and Rachel had one last kid named Benjamin. How many sons is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He has 12 sons and Dinah. That's crazy. It's almost like the 12 tribes of Israel. Whoa. Israel's sons. Israel set out again and pitched his tent beyond the Tower of Eder. What is that? Or beyond Migdal. I don't know what that means. While Israel was living in that region, Reuben went in and slept with his father's concubine Bilhah, and Israel heard about it. Wow. So Jacob's son just slept with one of the people he had a kid with. Jacob had 12 sons. Leah's sons were Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Rachel's sons were Joseph and Benjamin. The son of Rachel's slave Bilhah were Dan and Naphtali, and the sons of Leah's slave Zilpah were Gad and Asher. These are the sons of Jacob who were born to him in Paddan Aram, which is what I already have written down here. Cool stuff. Isaac's death. Jacob came to his father Isaac at Mamre and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had stayed. Isaac lived 180 years. He took his last breath and died, and he was gathered to his people. Old and full of days, his son Esau and Jacob buried him. Esau's family. These are the family records of Esau, that is Edom. What? Okay. Esau took his wives from the Canaanite women, Adah, daughter of Elon the Hethite, Aholibama, daughter of Anna and granddaughter of Zibeon the Hivite, and Basemath, daughter of Ishmael and sister of Nebaioth. Adah bore Eliphaz to Esau. Basemath bore Raul, and Oholibama bore Jeush. Jaalam, and Korah. These were Esau's sons who were born to him in the land of Canaan. Again, forgive me for my pronunciation. Esau took his wives, sons, daughters, and all the people of his household, as well as his herds, all his livestock, and all the property he had acquired in Canaan. He went to a land away from his brother Jacob, for their possessions were too many for them to live together. And because of his herds, the land where they stayed could not support them. So Esau lived in the mountains of Seir. So like with Lot and Abraham at the beginning of this whole chain, there's too many people, so they had to separate. These are the family records of Esau, father of the Edomites, and the mountains of Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons. Eliphaz, son of Esau's wife Adah, and Reuel, son of Esau's wife Basemath. The sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Timnah, a concubine of Esau's son Eliphaz, bore Amalek to Eliphaz. These are the sons of Esau's wife Adah. These are Reuel's sons, Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These are the sons of Esau's wife Basemath. These are the sons of Esau's wife Oholibamah, daughter of Anna and granddaughter of Zibeon. She bore Jeush, Jaalam, Korah to Edom. These are the chiefs among Esau's sons, the sons of Eliphaz, Esau's firstborn, chief Teman, chief Omar, chief Zepho, and chief Kenaz, chief Korah, chief Gatam, and chief Amalek. These are the chiefs descended from Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Adah. These are the sons of Reuel, Esau's sons, chief Nahath, chief Zerah, chief Shammah, chief Mizah, and these are the chiefs descended from Reuel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Esau's wife, Basemath. These are the sons of Esau's wife, Oholibamah, chief Jeush, chief Jaalam, chief Korah. These are the chiefs descended from Esau's wife, Oholibamah, daughter of Anna. These are the sons of Esau, that is Edom, and these are their chiefs. That was a lot. Alright, Seir. Seir is mentioned somewhere up here, right? Who is Seir? We'll figure it out. Hold on, wait. Seir. Oh, it's a place. Wait, I'm confused. Alright, whatever. Seir's family. These are the sons of Seir the Horite, the inhabitants of the land. Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anna, Dishon, Ezer, Dishan. These are the chiefs among the Horites, son of Seir, in the land of Edom. The sons of Lotan were Hori and Heman. Timnah was Lotan's sister. These are the Shobal's sons. Alvan, Manahath, Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. These are Zibeon's sons, Aya and Anna. This was the Anna who found the hot springs in the wilderness. While he was pasturing the donkeys of his father Zibeon, these are the children of Anna. Dishon, Oholibamah, daughter of Anna. Oh, okay, so this is the other side of the family. These are Dishon's sons, Hemdan, Eshban, Ithran, and Sharon. These are Ezer's sons, Bilhan, Zavan, and Akan. These are Dishan's sons, Uz and Aaron. These are the chiefs among the Horites, Chief Lotan, Chief Shobal, Chief Zibeon, Chief Anna, Chief Dishon, Chief Ezer, and Chief Dishan. These are the chiefs among the Horites, clan by clan, in the land of Seir. Rulers of Edom. So all of this is all Esau's family, which is also descendant of Isaac and Rebekah. These are the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before any king reigned over the Israelites. Bela, son of Bor, reigned in Edom. The name of the city was Dinhabah. When Bela died, Jacob, son of Zerah from Bozrah, reigned in his place. When Jacob died, Hushma from the land of Temanites reigned in his place. When Hushman died, Hadad, son of Bedad, reigned in his place. He defeated Midian in the field of Moab, and the name of the city was Abith. When Hadad died, Samlah from Mesrikah reigned in his place. When Samlah died, Shaul from Rehoboth on the Euphrates River reigned in his place. When Shaul died, Baal-Hanan, son of Akbor, reigned in his place. When Baal-Hanan, son of Akbor, died, Hador reigned in his place. His city was Pau. His wife's name was Mehetabel, daughter of the daughter of Mezahab. These are the name of Esau's chiefs, according to their families and their locations by their name. Chief Timnah, Chief Alpha, Chief Jetheth, Chief Oholibamah, Chief Elah, Chief Penah, Chief Kenaz, Chief Teman, Chief Mizbar, Chief Magiel, and Chief Aram. These are Edom's chiefs. According to their settlements in the land they possessed, Esau was the father of the Edomites. You get all that? Wow.